Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're building a Komodo Dragon enclosure as promised last episode. I thought there was only one species of Komodo Dragon, and I was right. It makes sense, there's only one island of Komodo anyways. So the information plaque just says Komodo Dragon instead of saying like Komodo Dragon and then the specific species that it would be. I tried doing less potholes than I usually do. I still feel like I put too many potholes in the past last episode, considering how new this region is supposed to be. I guess you could say it probably existed in the zoo for maybe 10 years, so I have a bit of an excuse to put potholes, but I can't put too many potholes because it's not been around for that long. And this is canonically supposed to be like the newer section of the zoo. That's why all the buildings are going to be cleaner. Not bigger. I think I probably will have the tropical house be one of the older buildings, but still be huge. And I think actually I'll probably make the forest section the earliest section in the zoo, so I can have overgrowth, lots of potholes. But you guys will have to stay tuned for that. Currently, I am continuing and finishing the Jerboa / Komodo Dragon house. I don't really know what to call it apart from that. And these back walls were a nightmare to do because the design didn't really work if I lined it up with the pillars that you see up front. So it was either I have a weird spacing of pillars or the design looks good. So I went with the pillars option, and I just continued to design from the front of the Jerboa's house because I want to make everything cohesive, because I think I've said this in past episodes, but my biggest problem with zoos is that I am terrible with cohesion. All my buildings look good, but they look like they're from separate zoos. So I'm working on it. It does help that it's part of the same building. And you can see I added a glass roof because I just wanted a little bit more life into the building. And I tried sprucing up the roof by adding that wood trim around it, but it didn't really work out. And I'm actually pretty happy with how the ceiling came out, having the wooden beams going all the way across it. And then I ended up doing a Badlands inspired wall background, just to have something to look at instead of the boring plain wall. And I did the same thing with the Jerboa, except for it was more like a dynamic wall. This is more like a flat wall. I still think it works out really well though. And the reason why I went with red is because I don't know why, but I always imagine the Komodo dragons with red sand. I think it's probably because of everyone's Megalania builds. So I just went with red sand background and regular sand on the ground. And then I built up the kind of dead wood trees and logs. Same thing I did in the Jerboa enclosure. And then I tried, when I was placing my foliage, I figured it'd probably be all the way around the dead stuff and not really where nothing died, so there'd be no nutrients there. So everything's just kind of clustered around the dead bushes. And then this viewing area, I did struggle on it a little bit just because I didn't want to make it 3 glass blocks tall. I thought that would look weird. It still does kind of look weird, but it's the best I can do considering the Komodo Dragon's bigger in real life. Well, not bigger in real life, but bigger in the game than it is real life. That's just how the add-on made it, so that's how I have to design the enclosure. I ran into the same problem in City Zoo with my a mountain lion, where the actual lion was really, really huge. And I'm building up the staff section, and you can see a cage. I'd imagine that's where they put the Komodo Dragon at night, or when they need to vet it or just separate it from its enclosure for any reason. And I put straw down so it can be comfortable, and I also put a heating lamp just so when it's in there it doesn't freeze to death. And then I come in here, I add tiles along the floor just so they can chop off some meat, give it to it on its feeding platform, which you will see me build in a little bit. And I tried adding a bucket of meat, but I didn't think that really worked. I think they just make it a slab and then carry it out to the Komodo Dragon. I tried making this metal cabinet work, but I just could not. I could not figure out how to do the handlebars, so I just settled for a metal shelf instead. And then I did the same shelf I did in the Jerboa backstage right there. And yeah, that's it for the staff section. I think the time lapse to move on. Yep, to the next thing. I had to spruce up these walls before I actually could build the enclosure. Because I went out there like I'm ready to build the enclosure. And the walls looked ugly. So I had to touch them up. And then I went around, as you can see, just mapping out the enclosure. I did adjust the perimeter there a little bit just so I can get the door to work. And I add my dunes background right there. Even though I did do red sand on the interior, I figured yellow sand would look better on the yellow sand, yeah. Just the regular sand would look better on the exterior, just considering what I did for the armadillo habitat. And I originally did want to make it 2 deep, but I ended up with going with 1 deep, or 1 block deep, because I feel like there's just too many holes in the ground where you look at the animals, like the armadillo, flamingo, and actually, yeah, and then the Komodo Dragon. So 3 of the 4 exhibits I did are like drop down, where you just look down at the animal. So hopefully my coming up enclosures, I don't keep doing that, because if I keep doing that, my zoo is gonna turn out really, really boring with everything having the same style of enclosure. Like, I know I'll put a camel back here, but I probably will have like a regular nice wooden fence for the camels. Maybe something I did, or yeah, maybe something like the llama barn enclosure fence. Not exactly that, because that was red and didn't really fit the theme of anything else that was going on there. Maybe something like that. Anyways, the time lapse is coming to an end. I will see you guys for the tour. On with the tour. So if you go in here and past the jerboas, you get to the Komodo Dragon section. I'm very happy with how this turned out. I think the backboard looks amazing. And here's my fake information board. I don't show this in the time lapses, just because I don't think you guys want to see me set that up. And I won't go in here yet. I'll show you guys what the guests would see first. So this is where the Komodo Dragon would be when it's inside, and you go past this area, nice little outdoor section, and you see the outdoor area, and the Komodo Dragon himself is right there. I only put 1 of these in here because I know the Toronto Zoo only had 1, and I'm pretty sure Komodo Dragons are highly aggressive towards other Komodo Dragons, so I just didn't put another one in here. I could be wrong about that. If I am, please do let me know in the comments down below. And I'll show you guys the staff section now. So there's a door back here, and if you go through it, you go into the Komodo Dragon holding area, where if it would come in at night, or whenever it needs a checkup, I talked about that in the time lapse. Then kitchen, and this door just leads to the hallway back here, and this door just leads to the outside area. So yeah, that's the build. I guess I'll see you guys all next time.